Back with us now, New Jersey Congressman Jeff Van Drew. Congressman, it's great to have you on. Can you talk to us about this House Judiciary Republican probe of Facebook and Twitter over their alleged suppression of the Hunter Biden story? Can you talk to us about it?
Absolutely, and it's something that should be talked about, and I'm glad they're doing the probe, and I think we'll have to look into it this year, and then again when we're in the majority next year. Let's understand something. In order to understand this, we just need to talk about President Trump a tiny bit. He was accused of Russian collusion, which was absolutely untrue, and of course the media pushed it out there, and Twitter pushed it out there, and Facebook, the major stations pushed it out there other than your station. And what do we find out? Finally, we get the Durham report. Finally, we see some of the Mueller results. He didn't do anything. It was all a hoax. It was fabricated. Now, just the reverse is happening with this. They have a laptop that has critical information on it. I believe that we're going to find that this shows the entire Biden family was involved with the Chinese Communist Party and their energy producers, and actually made money for themselves, and actually hurts this country, diminished the country. And this is a real hard thing to tolerate. This is a real knife in the heart of the integrity of America. And you know what? One quick thing. Watergate was a child's game compared to what this is.
White House strategy on this grand jury probe, the DOJ probe in Hunter Biden. It seems like it's about lying and deflecting and redirecting. The White House communications director also, then candidate Biden during the campaign, said, you know, what Hunter is doing is, quote, ethical. We've got a Justice Department probe into Hunter Biden heating up tax violations, potentially broke the law there, and also not registering as a foreign lobbyist, also potential money laundering. Let's watch what went down. Watch this.
During the last presidential debate, then Vice President Biden was asked if there was anything inappropriate or unethical about his son's relationships, business dealings in China and or Ukraine. Does the White House stand by that comment that the then Vice President made?
We absolutely stand by the President's comment. But as you know, I don't speak for Hunter Biden, so there's not more I can say on that.
Nothing was unethical. My son has not made money in terms of this thing about, what are you talking about, China.
$4.8 million at least came out of China into Hunter Biden's accounts. If it's all ethical, why is Hunter and the Biden family burying millions of dollars in cash flows from China, Russia, Ukraine, and more in off-balance sheet shell companies? I mean, selling access to political power is corrupt.
It is corrupt to the core. It is something that is going to really come out more and more. And let me tell you, it is something, as I said before, that not only hurts our country, but, you know, I've often said on your show that we have a weak and feckless president and that he is not capable of the job. I now think that we literally have one of the most corrupt presidents ever. My God, tell the truth once in a while. He says something different every day about everything. I guess half the time he doesn't remember. But this he remembers, this he knows, because they have money in their bank accounts from it. And we have to find out what's happening.
And Congressman, the president keeps saying he knows nothing about Hunter's business dealings, but then Biden claims that there's nothing unethical about it. So which is it? The thing that's really jumping out is the legal representation by Hunter Biden of Patrick Ho, the CEFC former official convicted of bribing Chad and Ugandan African officials for oil permits. Patrick Ho was also selling ways to get around the sanctions on Iran for Iran's oil.
He's a bad character, and he has them because he's also a smart character, and he's going to do everything he can to get out of this. But I hope at least finally that besides you, the media will come out and really start discussing this more. You know, it was broken by the New York Post, and then finally other, the Washington Post, and now even CNN. Even CNN says, as well as the New York Times, yes, there is a laptop, and it does exist, and it does have information in it, where they originally wouldn't say it at all. I'm going to tell you something. This may sound like a bold remark. If this information came out when it should have, how it should have, and early enough as it should have, I think the results of this presidential election would have been a lot different.
Congressman Van Drew, good to see you. Come back soon.